23 actors making their Paramount debut, months of hard work and grueling rehearsals, and one iconic musical. Recently, the Paramount Theater opened its doors to 630, giving me a behind-the-scenes look at the work that goes into their musicals. Taking on an iconic musical like West Side Story is no easy task. But that's exactly what the Paramount Theater decided to do for their finale this season. Set in a blue-collar neighborhood in New York's Upper West Side, a turf war is being fought between the Jets, an all-white gang, and the Sharks, a Puerto Rican gang. Meanwhile, Tony, a Jet, has fallen for Maria, the leader of the Sharks' sister. Star-crossed lovers from the start, West Side Story is their story. For the cast, crew, choreographer, and everyone involved, this was a bucket list opportunity.
It's a tremendous opportunity. Anybody who is into directing musical theater hopes someday they can get their hands on West Side Story. And it's been a part of my life since I was a kid. You know, I remember being 11 years old and hearing about it for the first time, and going to the movies and seeing it at the movies. And it's like a life-changing thing for certain types of us, you know, seeing a film like that.
But Cordy didn't want this to be the same as every other production of West Side Story. And so he changed one of the most recognizable components to the musical: the choreography.
It really forces you to go back to ground zero. You know, you have to ask yourself, what is happening? What needs to be accomplished? What is the story actually about? What is this character's through line, and how do we convey that through movement? It's a pretty tall order re-choreographing a play that is this iconic. I mean, Chorus Line and Cats, and I can't really think of another one that is this recognizable movement-wise. The reason that Jim wanted brand new choreography is because he specifically and this theater company are very much committed to conveying the story to an audience in 2016, you know? So every process that I've done at this theater, every process I have done with Jim has always begun from a place of, you know, what is the story actually about? You know, on the surface, the story is about this, but what is the story actually about? And how do we properly convey that to an audience in 2016? What is the most effective way to do that?
With similar racial tension in our world today, Cordy wanted this production to feel very real.
Are you on the wrong marks? There is a very ecstatic beauty to the piece in how it celebrates first love, family love, but there's great ugliness in the story as well. It's inescapable how it resonates with what is going on in our country right now.
To convey the story of Tony, Maria, the Sharks, and the Jets, Cordy and crew enlisted 23 fresh faces to hit the Paramount stage, including Anthony Sullivan, a graduate of Neuqua Valley High School.
He killed your brother!
It's super cool because West Side Story is so well known. It's just super cool to be able to use the training that I've gotten throughout the last few years not being in Naperville and being able to show people back home what I've been doing my entire life.
Sullivan portrays the role of Chino in Paramount's West Side Story.
My character is always in the shadows. He's kind of second in command when it comes to the Sharks, and he looks up to Bernardo. He just doesn't know how to be in the forefront himself. He doesn't take control, and that's something, unfortunately, Chino starts to figure out is how to take control of a situation, which is what West Side Story is all about.
Cordy encouraged each cast member to focus on their own character's individual identity in an effort for the story to be told in a very realistic light.
They learned how to trust themselves, that they learned how to dig deep and feel things that perhaps they've tried to repress.
This story, your story, should be about you. If we pinpoint any actor on that stage, we should be able to see what you're going through, what story, what part of the story that you serve for West Side Story.
It's an effort that has paid off for all involved at the Paramount's production of West Side Story, with rave reviews already coming in, including the Sun-Times calling it an all-out emotional rumble. For 630, I'm Natalie Vitale.